his side needs crisp passes, needs agility, and that's part of the reason that Antonio Carlini and Julian Altobelli are at the top of the 3-5-2 and not the bigger and the more physical presence that you would typically see from Garrett McLaughlin. He'll get the night off. McLaughlin, someone that Mike Munoz was concerned would get gobbled up by the five-man back line of Tormenta FC. Ian Cameron, this is the fourth straight game that he's gone with a 5-4-1, and it has paid major dividends for his team. It was just a month ago, coming off a 3-1 loss to Forward Madison, where Ian Cameron said, hey, we're at a crossroads. Is potential here as a shot is just high from Micheletto, decided to give it a go from 25 yards out, and he just sailed it over the bar. Micheletto, who is playing full of confidence with his 4 goals. He gave it a blast there, just off target. But Tormenta, what really turned things around was when Ian Cameron straight up told me personally after that loss to Forward Madison that the second half of that match was the first time all year he felt that his team just didn't give the effort that it needed to give to be competitive in USL League One. It was a bad half. His team didn't play well, and they weren't in the same neighborhood as their opponent, Forward Madison. That's when the change came to 5 in the back to shore up some vast defensive problems, and from there, Tormenta's grown into the season. And now, 4 victories later, consecutively, they're 4th in the table. Here's a delivery into the area, headed away. Well played by Maples of Toronto. And this will roll back to Vikla, who launches it away. Early going here in Kissimmee. Tormenta goes back to work in the attacking half. Muller plays it back to Summersall. The St. Kitts and Nevis man once again retains possession and pushes it forward. Turning with it is Kobe Perez. Scored against Toronto 2 Sunday the 13th in a 1-0 victory. That came in the first half, and Tormenta was able to see it through. That intercepted, then poked forward and cleared away by John Talon Maples. But there's the advantage of the 5-man back for Tormenta, able to keep it in the midfield and keep the pressure on. Nick O'Callahan sprays it to the left. Now Muller, and it's worked into the middle for Summersall. Both teams patient here early on. Summersall with a poor pass nearly went out of play, but it was kept in. Micheletto touches it on. Mayor Feltian had it tackled away. Now a shot from distance floats wide. Close enough where Vikla felt that he had to make an attempt on it. You see Mayor Feltian with some very, very good hustle. And then it was Muller who decided, or Candela rather, who decided to give it a ride from just outside the area, and it did take a deflection, and we'll have our first corner of the match. Luca Meyer-Feltian will handle it, an in-swinger with his right foot. It's a short corner played into the box. On the turn, Perez delivers, blocked away. Myers-Feltian, a shot. Was it deflected away by the keeper? Did it hit off the bar? And the referee says that was bar bound. An awkward angle, but Feltian decided to try and curl it in. And it hit off the bar. Vikla was in the vicinity. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select products and special offers, visit SelectSportAmerica.com. That's SelectSportAmerica.com. Micheletto with the cross, right-footed, bouncing in the area. Somersault with his left foot, and it's up and over the bar and out of play. Well, it's that Select ball that Tormenta has been launching towards the goal of Andreas Vaikla. Moments ago, Meyer Feltian put one off the post, and there Somersault off balance launched it over the bar. So some pressure here early from Tormenta. Coming on the attack in waves. No score, 11th minute. A game delayed 90 minutes by weather here in Central Florida. Toronto hasn't done much in terms of possession in the attacking half, and now they finally have it. Jaden Nelson plays it back into the defensive half, and now Luke Singh. Short range back and forth with Isusi. They pick their way forward. Here's Altobelli playing into the midfield from his forward spot. And now Maples. Tormenta sends everybody back defensively. This is a physical Tormenta team. This can be a reckless Tormenta team defensively. They have the most yellows in USL League One, 32 of them to this point. Nice ball forward. Altobelli tried to get it on his right foot. It was blocked away. It took a deflection, and it'll be caught out of midair by Aviles. Well, there's the first pressure of the evening from Toronto 2. Altobelli didn't feel comfortable with it on his left foot, but then things closed down in front of him as he tried to send it to his more comfortable foot. This will be played all the way back, goal line to goal line. And now Toronto will work from the back corner. Toronto 2 with 2 victories on the season, and a foul and a free kick coming for Tormenta as Candela hit the turf, had his legs taken out from under him. See this battle for the ball here. Candela pushed down from behind by Mehdi Isusi. The dangerous Luca Meyer-Feltian, the 25-year-old. Dual national, Austria and Sweden. He stands with Kobe Perez, and they'll decide who's going to whip it into the box. Meyer-Feltian, hand up for a moment as our referee sorts out what's materializing in front of them. There's the whistle. Meyer-Feltian, right foot, headed away and out of danger. Well played by Toronto. You see this turf has been ravaged a bit, though, by the rain in the area. And the ball is very slow on this natural grass surface. Susi. Gives it to Kobe Franklin. Now Toronto 2 sets up shop in the midfield. Toronto coming off of a 2-1 victory over Fort Lauderdale on Saturdays. This is chipped up into the air, a battle for it. And it was won momentarily by Petrasso, but claimed back by Tormenta, and it'll land at the feet of Aviles. O'Callahan had a pass blocked out of play and a throw-in for Tormenta. Nick O'Callahan, the most yellows in USL League One for an individual with 6. But he is also a stalwart in the starting 11 for Ian Cameron, making his 12th start in 12 games for Tormenta. in 2021. Crossing right to left. That was Meyer-Feltian. And now here's O'Callahan. Plays it forward in the midfield. Good pace and a nice turn there for Kobe Perez. Perez kept his footing. Look at him work here. Now Summersall is tasked with sending it forward, looking for Micheletto, and it's going to find Micheletto. Micheletto, so crafty, heads to the middle of the field. Micheletto, is he trying to get a shot off? No, he's going to send a wise pass to the left of the box. Muller delivers. Not a great ball. Headed out of play for a throw-in. Now, despite this slick surface, the footing doesn't appear to be much of a problem, which is a good sign. And lightning was really the bigger concern as part of the 90-minute weather-related delay we had. And had pushed this kickoff back to 8:30 Eastern time. Meyer-Feltian lifts one into the box. Sent away. Maples handled those duties. Kept in, though, by Tormenta. Some room to operate for O'Callahan momentarily. He's going to send it forward. Singh was able to shield Strickler off the ball. But Micheletto wins it right back. Now contact, whistle, and a takedown. And Candela grabbing at his left leg, just below the knee. We'll see where exactly the contact came. As Micheletto came in, Candela, and he took a boot from Asusi. Second time Candela has been given a rough ride from Mehdi Asusi. Candela wondering why his legs are taking such a beating here in the early going, in the opening 17 minutes of this one. And a yellow has been shown. And I believe it is Asusi for Toronto 2 that has been shown the card. So we have our first booking, and not from the squads you would expect. Toronto has the least number of yellows in USL League One heading into tonight, but it's Mehdi Asusi for Toronto 2 who gets the booking. And another free kick coming for Tormenta. They've been very much on the front foot. Meyer-Feltian once again stands over this one and looks to deliver. Hand in the air. Here it comes. Low liner, bouncing dangerously. Punched away by Vaikla. That looked like that might have been heading for the back of the net. Candela retrieves in the corner, played off the ball. And now Marshall Ruddy races away. Good footwork, gets through traffic. Toronto 2 looking to hit on the counter. Slow to develop, but some space to work with for Kobe Franklin, who will play it back into the defensive half. Andreas Vaikla, he has been up to the task 2 different occasions here tonight. Toronto 2 trying to find something sustained, and the referee blows the whistle, and we have an offside. Let's check out this sequence. A dangerous ball, and that is indeed a shot on goal, and it looked like Nick O'Callahan with a diving header had that one destined for the netting. A superb effort on the attack from O'Callahan, a better save from Vaikla. The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forward-forever-proud. And happy Pride Month to everybody as we get through the month of June. Here's Summersall for Tormenta. After some brief pressure from Toronto 2, Tormenta right back at it. Micheletto to the right of the box, flanked by 2, now 3 Toronto 2 defenders. And Tormenta is forced to play it back near the midfield. O'Callahan, who was denied just moments ago, Sends it to the outside. Tormenta actively trying to work the edges. It's played back and retrieved by Thorne. Touches forward to Meyer-Feltian. That's defended out of play. Meyer-Feltian looks to rush in a throw, and he does. Micheletto to retrieve. This is where he's dangerous. Tries to turn in across. Singh got a foot on it, and it's a corner for Tormenta. Textbook there from Marco Micheletto. The native of Rome, looking very comfortable as of late. And O'Callaghan appears as if he's headed for the corner here. 21st minute, it's largely been Tormenta. They are the team that came in on a 4-match winning streak, and they've looked like it. O'Callaghan, high, left-footed in-swinger. It's loose. Meyer-Feltian put a foot into it. And Tormenta arguing that it took a touch before it rolled across the end line. But the side referee says, nope, nothing doing. It's a goal kick. Toronto, too, part of their issue this season, and this is typical of a team that has a first division side that it works alongside. Consistency in the lineup and with personnel on a week-to-week basis, on a match-to-match basis, it has been fairly non-existent. In fact, there's only 4 players for Toronto, too, that have seen action in all 9 of their matches. It is tough to find continuity when that's the case, but they're doing the best they can, and as of late, they have played better. In the middle of the field, Perez. Perez, can he wind it up? He's going to try and play it through. That was denied by Maples. But it's played back by Tormenta. Pests in the back, and this is given away. Muller says, nope, you've still got work to do, Toronto 2. Candela gives it back to Muller. Muller and Candela. Now work back to the midfield. Toronto 2 did well to finally regain its defensive shape. Meyer-Feltian, who is all over the place at all times for Tormenta, hits the ground, and it's repossessed by Toronto 2. Look how quickly, though, Tormenta gets back to defend the counter. It is a newfound dedication to defense for Tormenta. Hit so badly at the counter early in the season, lessons learned, and it shows. That's headed down. Micheletto handles. Now Somersault. Played over to Muller. Stefan Muller. Surging for a moment, and Tormenta will play it forward. And ends up finding Perez. Very organized looking attack here for Tormenta. Meyer-Feltian rolls it into the middle, and that's played away. Toronto 2 once again trying to probe Tormenta. And here's a ball forward. It was intended for Jaden Nelson, but covered no issue by O'Callaghan. We mentioned Tormenta, its defensive issues. Conceded 13 goals. That is tied for the third most in USL League One. This is a Tormenta side that as of late has not conceded much. It just shows you how badly they were hit in the opening handful plus games of the season. But that win over Greenville on Saturday in Statesboro, that was a thrashing with a Greenville team that has certainly struggled. The defending champs don't look like the team that won USL League One last season. But still, to go out and just take it to Greenville with that defense the way that Tormenta did on Saturday, that raised some eyebrows throughout the league. Nelson is dispossessed. The referee says no call, and then Singh is called for a foul as he came in very dangerously on Micheletto, and Luke Singh has been booked. with a studs up tackle. We'll see it here. It looks studs up in real time. We'll replay confirm that. See Micheletto about to come into your screen there. And I don't know, perhaps a bit unlucky there is Luke Singh. That's the second card issued tonight. The second issued to Toronto 2, the first to Susi, and now Singh, and it comes in the 26th minute. You can see a number of Toronto 2 players already warming up. And this is sent into the box, a long ball, and Vikla went up over the back of his own man, Kevin Politz. So TFC2 already some early discipline with those 2 yellows, and not a lot to the attack. The defense, however, has been able to pass several tests here. Tormenta has been asking questions, and for now, Toronto 2 has been able to come up with all the answers, including a post hit on a shot from Luca Meyer-Feltien of Tormenta. And a wonderful save from Andreas Vikla, denying Nico Callahan of what would have been a beautiful headed goal. Long ball popped up. Can Jayden Nelson get there? The answer is no. Nelson, who we featured in our open, 3 appearances for Toronto FC at the MLS level this season, 2 starts before being loaned to TFC2. Had a huge week last week, scored the second equalizer in a 2-2 draw against Fort Lauderdale a week ago tonight. Completed 79 of his 86 passes in the 2 matches on the week. He has been the target man tonight. And the men in red have yet to fully spring Jayden Nelson. Nelson, who has gone through the entire Toronto FC organization, played with TFC 3 in 2017, 2018, and here with Toronto 2. He's been with the first club. Someone who has built himself up into a very, very good player within the Toronto soccer organization. Nelson, nice back heel, but Toronto 2 can't do anything with it. Nelson brought the flash, but it was delivered right to Aviles. Tormenta has hit a post and has had O'Callahan denied by Andreas Vikla, who early has looked every bit like a keeper. They got some time to train with the first division club, Toronto FC, for the last 2 weeks, and is back in his spot in goal. Carlos Aviles, meanwhile, making his Tormenta debut. There has not been a whole lot for him to do so far. There's Singh, who's sitting on a yellow card. Now John Talon Maples, taken 3rd round by Toronto FC in the MLS Super Draft this season. Getting some work here with TFC2. Micheletto with the interception, tackled off the ball though. Nice physical play, but Toronto 2 can't find the handle, and it's won back by Tormenta. The TFC2 battling back. Can they work it out of the midfield? Singh surges forward, pushes onto the wing. Marshall Ruddy delivers a pass back to Singh. Now onto the right foot of Altobelli, and taken away. A poor touch, and ended up on the feet of Tormenta's Christo Strickler. just shy of a half hour gone. With Toronto 2, the hosts here in Kissimmee for the foreseeable future. And Tormenta scoreless. Here's Thorne. He'll launch this forward. No whistle. And Strickler hit the surface. Referee says play on, and TFC2 says we will. Altobelli plays it forward. Could not get it on the foot of Nelson. That was played through and just off the toe of Nelson, who may have gotten a light flick but couldn't control it. But that's better as Toronto 2 looks as if it is starting to at least begin the process of unlocking this 5-man-in-the-back formation for Tormenta. Fourth of July weekend coming up, and it starts with a bang when the USL on ESPN continues July 3rd. That's Saturday. It's a Golden State clash as San Diego Loyal plays host to Sacramento Republic. Saturday, July 3rd, 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. You won't want to miss that. This will trickle into the back, and an easy retrieval there for John Talon Maples. This is turned over in the midfield, and Candela able to find the footing. Now Meyer Feltian to Micheletto. Micheletto, can he operate out of traffic? Good job by Toronto 2 to keep him at bay. Now Summersall pushes it forward. Nice look there. Kobe Perez. Summersall. Back to Summersall. Right-footed shot blocked away. Corner on the way for Tormenta. Kevin Politz diving in and making sure that never found the direction of goal. There you get a look at Summersall in his Tormenta debut back on May 22nd against Greenville. Former captain for FC Tucson. Here's the corner. Sent to the top of the box. Candela lines it up, fires. Never really a threat. Out of play and a goal kick. Tormenta doesn't mess around though. They will launch from just about everywhere. But Toronto has done some very good defending here tonight. Toronto 2 has gotten the job done defensively, and it hasn't even had to be anything overly desperate. It's just been well positioned and aggressive. And a talking to. Appears as if Christos Strickler kind of a bit of a warning. The referee tonight again, Alexandra Billiter. There you see Andreas Vikla. Has eligibility both for Canada and for Estonia. Was brought up in the West Brom Youth Academy and has made 3 appearances, has 3 caps with the Estonian national team. Has played long, and O'Callaghan will give it back to his goalkeeper, Carlos Aviles. And now we're just playing goalkeeper to goalkeeper. As Vikla comes up to make a play. This ends up on the feet of Perez. Perez was dispossessed. Politz, who has been very active defensively as of late, able to win that tackle and spring TFC2. Maybe something developing here, but a sweeping tackle from Summersall to derail Marshall Ruddy's run. And we have a foul and a free kick on the way for Tormenta. That was Antonio Carlini who received the whistle from our referee. O'Callahan pushes it forward, right through the legs of Strickler, and it'll be played back by Bullets. Still awaiting TFC2's first shot of the match. Tormenta has 2 shots on goal and a handful of shots in total. Marshall Ruddy sets up shot left of the area. Can he feed it into the box, create something dangerous? He surveys, he looks, and sends it to the outside. Played back by Maples. Now they'll try the right side. There's Maples once again, switching from left to right. No crosses into the box, no deliveries into the area. Would appear to be an opportunity. And now Toronto, 2, trying to build something from the back. And instead, they give it away. Well, a disappointing, rare moment of potential offense there for TFC2. O'Callahan, that's a good ball. Getting Muller into space. Played to the middle, Strickler. Micheletto, nice ball, back to Strickler. Can he get there? Onto his right foot. Didn't get a lot on it though, and Vikla dives to collect it into his chest. John Talon Maples with the marking. You see Micheletto, great ball forward with the left foot. Maples was there. Politz was there, bracketing Strickler, who put it right into Andreas Vikla. And a foul against Tormenta. And a free kick near midfield coming for TFC2. Alexandra Billiter is once again making sure that players are following rules and following her instruction. And now we're back to play. Carlini. Out of Marshall Ruddy, who has switched to the right side, tries to float it into the box, cleared away. And Somersault comes out of nowhere to collect, and he's off to the races. He is big, he is strong, he is athletic. It's Raheem Somersault, a member of the St. Kitts and Nevis national team. Candela, can he keep it in play? Yes, but nobody home. Trying to make a run, and Singh goes to collect. This will be played back to Singh. Now a one-touch forward. Nelson directs it to Marshall Ruddy, and this will be pushed to the outside. Franklin. Kobe Franklin's taken down, and a yellow is going to be shown to Kobe Perez. The first booking of the night for Tormenta. And the League One leaders in yellow cards see Kobe Perez collect their first tonight. A bit clunky on that challenge. And perhaps a promising free kick coming for TFC2, which has been fairly bereft of ideas offensively. We've got Luca Petrasso in the vicinity with his left foot. And Petrasso delivers into the area right out of Eles. Not allowing for anybody to try and make a play on it.
Yellow card has been issued to Tormenta FC, number 16, Kobe Perez.
Meyer Feltian, we haven't heard his name in a while. Try to push it forward in TFC2. Brings it back the other way. Petrasso. Petrasso moves in. Does he have support? Now he does. Marshall Ruddy came in late, but his attempt at a cross was intercepted, and then we had a whistle behind the play and a foul. And now we have what appears to be a bit of pushing and shoving. Kendall is upset. Look at Meyer Feltian saying, there's no need for you to come up and continue to jaunt Jaden Nelson, trying to protect his teammate. As Luca Meyer Feltian, as Candelo was not happy with something that had happened behind the ball. And as we sit in the very late stages of this opening half, TFC2 is still looking for its first shot. Meyer Feltian, nice chip up ahead, Micheletto. Micheletto has Singh punch it away, kept in by Meyer Feltian. Can he deliver across? No, he can't. That's played away by Petrasso. TFC2 stingy defensively. Meyer Feltian throws it in, and this will be played back to Aviles, who is about 40 yards outside his goal, and distributes to O'Callahan. 42nd minute here in Kissimmee. The hosts, Toronto FC 2, scoreless with Tormenta, who sit fourth in the table in USL League One. And we want to say hello to everybody back in Statesboro, Georgia. That's where Tormenta calls home. The Cat 5 watch party, a bit delayed, but it's fine. It just gave them a little more time to get prepared, if you know what I mean, for kickoff. So hello to all of the Cat 5 club members there in Statesboro, taking this one in tonight on ESPN+. Meyer Feltian, long ball forward. That's played away. Popped into the air by Carlini, and he's unable to control it. It's knocked out of play by Tormenta, and Carlini will throw it in. Right now, it does not look like either side has a goal in him here in the first half, unless we get surprised by something. Both clubs have certainly settled into this match, and defense has reigned supreme. Kobe Franklin. Plays it short to Carlini. And it's won back by Micheletto. Micheletto, the leading goal scorer for Tormenta. This is pushed forward. Is there a whistle? Yes, there is. Kobe Perez thought for a moment he was going to be able to run in unopposed, but the whistle had blown. See Meyer Feltian. And yeah, absolutely, Kobe Perez. And not malicious, but clipping a heel. And the rightful infraction was pointed out. Kobe Perez does need to be careful, though, on a yellow. Here's Jaden Nelson, has it tackled away. Kept in play by Perez. Nifty footwork there, good hustle by the 24-year-old American. Now O'Callahan. Sent it to a sprawling Muller, who somehow was able to retain possession. Look at that nifty turn from Perez, but then he wastes the ball forward. And Micheletto has been carded as he went studs up and made contact with Luke Singh. Things have gotten a bit chippy here. You see Singh, Micheletto comes in. Yeah, absolutely. High boot caught him in the foot, and there was no reason for Micheletto to do that. And you could see the look of resignation in his body language when he was shown the card, because he's telling himself the same thing. I did not need to go up with my boot like that. You're just asking for danger when you do something like that. Because no matter where you make contact with a player, you're likely going to be shown a yellow if that makes contact with the opposition, and that's exactly what happened to Marco Micheletto. We have 1 minute of stoppage time, 1 minute of additional time in this opening half. That was really well done by Perez to dribble out of trouble, but then his errant pass is what preceded Micheletto coming up with the high boot and being shown the yellow. We are mere seconds away from the conclusion of the opening half, and there is the halftime whistle. Or did we have a foul behind the play? Nope, that is the halftime whistle. We are through 45 minutes here in Kissimmee. Not an awful lot of offense to speak of, especially for TFC2. Very evenly matched as these two squads battle for the third time in 14 days. No score after one half. Back to Kissimmee after this. It's USL League One on ESPN+. Halftime in Kissimmee between Toronto FC2 and Tormenta FC, a Wednesday night affair. And this weekend, for the first time in USL League One in 2021, it was a full house, all 12 teams in action. Let's run through what happened over the weekend. Richmond and Omaha, and it was the table leaders, Union Omaha, who got on the board first. Sousa with the header inside the far post, 31st minute, but Richmond able to pull off the point. Otieno late in the 76th minute, a 1-1 draw. Then Toronto FC2 and Fort Lauderdale, and it was Fort Lauderdale, a super quick start inside of 5 minutes off the rebound. Penn with the tally, but then it was all Toronto 2 after that. Marshall Ruddy, 14th minute. And then Altobelli would add this goal in the 20th minute. And TFC2 gets the first win of their season after conceding the first goal. Forward Madison and New England Revolution 2. And this is a clean sheet for the Rebs. Buck, just before halftime, able to plant it home. And going into the locker room, that was a confident Rebs 2 bunch. They would tack on another with Sekulius in the 81st minute. Here's the cross. Here's the header. It's deflected, loose in the area, off the bar, off the chest, and then eventually Sulius would plant it home, and it was New England 2, Forward Madison 0. That beautiful Sulius goal that he planted just under the post, and a convincing victory for the Revs. Tormenta with arguably the win of the weekend, a statement victory over Greenville, the defending champions. It was Eckenrode in the 31st minute off the beautiful cross, and then O'Callaghan for Tormenta would add another just before halftime. Tormenta was flying. It was 2-0 at that point. Greenville, though, would make it interesting. This long delivery and the header. Lomas scores to make it 2-1, but then in the 83rd minute, the man who was named to the USL League One Team of the Week, Micheletto, scores in the 83rd. North Texas and Tucson, this was a wild affair, and not because of the offense, but because of the brutal physical play. That foul led to a penalty that was saved by Wallace Lapsley. Alex Bruce denied, and that was the best scoring chance either team would have in this one. No goals, 3 red cards in this affair. The two teams that came in with the most red cards in USL League One, they lived true to their reputation. There you see Noah Frankie get sent off after a football tackle. Then you have North Texas handed a red, 3 total in the match. By the end, it was Tucson down to 9 men. And then on Sunday, Chattanooga and North Carolina. Chattanooga could not figure out young 15-year-old keeper Nicholas Holliday, who is making his pro debut for North Carolina. Look at the ability, look at the anticipation, but there would be a breakthrough, and it would be Chattanooga behind Juan Galindrez, who would score a brace, the 55th in USL League One history. A beautiful chip there. Galindrez would add another goal. As you see Chattanooga doing what they do best, attacking. Galindrez sliding, planting it home, and eventually Chattanooga would be victorious 3-2. Chattanooga is one of the best stories of this USL League One season, just 2 points off the top of the table after that 3-2 victory. Here in Kissimmee, it's Toronto FC 2 and Tormenta FC. Another 45 to come. It's USL League One on ESPN+.
I wasn't going to let anything get in my way of achieving my goals, which were to be a professional soccer player. So the first opportunity I got at preseason, when a teammate asked if I was dating a girl or something, I just came out to a bunch of my teammates at dinner and said, no, I'm gay. All I needed to do was that one time, because then I didn't lie. Your sexuality should never limit you from playing the sport you love.
Struck off the crossbar and in. What an answer by San Diego. Oh, Mears again. Prairie brings it down to his chest. Jordan McCreary has tied it here. Takes a hard strike, saved by Romel Gomez.
Central Florida, we return Osceola Heritage Park. Toronto FC 2 and Tormenta FC. News and notes from USL League One. The player of the week, Juan Galindrez, the substitute for Chattanooga. And Tormenta, 4-match winning streak, looking for 5 here tonight. Team of the week. Well, there is Galindrez. Again, a substitute. Came into the 51st minute in the win over North Carolina. He gets player of the week honors. And then players you're seeing tonight. Marshall Ruddy, Luca Mayer for Tormenta. They're on the team of the week. Let's look at the table in USL League One. There's Union Omaha up top, 18 points. Chattanooga just behind them with the defending champs as well with 16 points. Then the teams we're watching here tonight, Toronto FC 2. They're in 10th. And you also have Tormenta as well that's knocking on the door of the top 4. Schedule: North Carolina and Richmond on Friday. Saturday features Chattanooga and Greenville, New England 2 and North Texas, Fort Lauderdale and Toronto FC, and it finishes up with Union Omaha and FC Tucson. We're in Kissimmee. It's Toronto FC 2 and Tormenta, USL League One, ESPN+. "45 minutes down, 45 left to go. Still have yet to find a breakthrough. Toronto FC 2 and Tormenta FC. Well, look at some highlights, and there were chances in that opening half. And many of them came from Tormenta. This was early on, opening 7 minutes, and Tormenta was very much on the front foot. Here's Marco Micheletto, decided from 25 yards out to give it a shot with his left foot, put it up and over the bar. Just a couple of minutes later, look at this attempt from Luca Mayer. Feltian off the post. It was a bad angle, but still got a great shot at it. But TFC2 came out of that unscathed. Here's the best moment of the half. A low cross from Mayer Feltian on a free kick, but denied on the play was Nico Callahan, as Andreas Vikla was able to fend it away. First half numbers, fairly equal. Possession, 52-48, Toronto FC, both teams with 2 yellow cards. And that's where we stand after 45 minutes. So there you get a look at Osceola Heritage Park here in Kissimmee, Central Florida. This is, for now, the home of TFC2 because of the pandemic restrictions in Canada. Toronto FC, the first division club, playing all of its home MLS matches against, or in, I should say, Orlando, at Orlando City's home stadium, Exploria Stadium. And in fact, there is the awkward, and this has happened already and will a couple of times throughout the season, the awkward Orlando City playing in their home stadium as the road team against Toronto FC. But the reason that Toronto FC 2 is calling Kissimmee home is because it is in close proximity to the First Division club. Tormenta looking for a 5th straight victory. That would be the first time in that organization's history in USL League One that they were able to garner that accomplishment. And Tormenta has shot up the USL League One table in the midst of this 4-game string of success. Tormenta FC in white tonight. Toronto FC 2 in red. 2 weeks ago, it was a pair of 1-0 victories for Tormenta over Toronto FC 2. Marco Micheletto in their first meeting on June 9th was able to ding TFC 2 right before the bell, an 88th minute goal to steal 3 points away in that match. And then Kobe Perez did the honors in their second meeting just 4 days later. That happened in the 40th minute, and Tormenta was able to get the job done and hang on for the final 50 minutes of that match. Mike Munoz, the head man for Toronto FC 2. He was named head coach back on January 27th of 2020. So while this is technically his second year at the helm of TFC 2, it's only his first season as head coach, with TFC 2 not playing matches in the expedited 2020 USL League One campaign because of the COVID-19 restrictions in Canada. Mike Munoz, 6 years the LA Galaxy organization. He coached the LA Galaxy U14, U16, U18, LA Galaxy 2 in the USL Championship, and was the academy director for LA Galaxy. Played in the MLS, did Mike Munoz with Chivas USA. That's who he was drafted by, 3rd round of the 2005 MLS supplemental draft. And then had a stint with LA Galaxy as well. Also played in the USL's California Victory. We get set for our second half whistle. A check of the watch from Alexandra Billiter, and back to action we go as we look for a fascinating 45 to unfold. Can Tormenta get 3 points on the road? Can Toronto FC 2 finally figure out Tormenta and atone for back-to-back losses 2 weeks ago? Back-to-back 1-goal defeats to Tormenta 2 weeks ago. All the original starting 11 for both sides come back on at halftime. You wonder if you're going to see something change at the top for TFC 2. They have not gotten much from their forwards, Antonio Carlini and Giulio Altobelli. Speaking of, there's Altobelli, and he turns and sends it back into the midfield. Ken LaVicka with you in Kissimmee, Florida. Osceola Heritage Park, Osceola County Stadium. There's Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Was quiet at the onset of the first half, started to come on a bit in the final 10 to 15 minutes of the opening 45. Here's Petrasso, back to Marshall-Ruddy. Short-range passing here, very similar to what we saw in the opening half from TFC 2. Now they opt to play it back and try and work back forward. And instead, this rolls into the defensive half where Maples has to retrieve. Played down by Jaden Nelson. And Nelson's pass is cleared away and out of play, but a TFC 2 throw-in. Kevin Politz, one of the newer members of Toronto FC2, delivers it into the attacking half. Here's Kobe Franklin up the right side. He lost control. That's cleared away. And a foul. And Tormenta will let TFC2 retreat to alleviate some of the pressure. Now TFC2, 52-48 possession advantage in the opening half, but nobody can tell you, and nobody would be able to make the case that TFC2 resembled anything dangerous on the attack. Defense, exemplary. The attack, despite the possession edge, just nothing there. But it's going to take something special for Tormenta to put one in the back of the net. This has been a stout performance by a good Toronto 2 defense. Nicoletto sends a long ball forward up the right side, but it's intercepted. Nicely anticipated by Luca Petrasso. Petrasso surveys, looks, recovers, good ball forward. Here's Carlini. Carlini to the outside, pushes it into the box. On the left foot, looking to deliver, popping it to the edge of the 6-yard box. Nelson couldn't get there. It's kept in play though by Asusi. Here is another cross, and that is nowhere near anyone, not near goal. And there goes that Toronto FC2 opportunity. That was Altobelli who got a bad foot on it. We still have not seen Carlos Aviles face a shot, certainly not a shot on goal. But that might have been what we just saw from Toronto 2. The best, most sustained pressure that they've exhibited here on this Wednesday night. That'll be popped out of play by Luke Singh. Tormenta, before this 4-game winning streak, they had lost 6 of the first 7. It was dire straits for the club out of South Georgia. There's a long ball forward. It forces TFC2 and Kobe Franklin to fire it out of play. But man, have they righted the ship, and then some. Here's Summersall. He has it tackled away. The throw-in finds the feet of Kobe Perez. Now Vincenzo Candela sends it off to the right-hand side. That was misplayed, a rare mistake from Luca Meyer-Feltian, who might have had some green grass to operate with. Release maneuver and would have had some time to survey the scene. Took his eye off of that ball, and it rolls across the end line for a goal kick. Are you on the road? You can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Meola, Rodney Marsh, and the brand new USL All Access featuring Mike Watts and Devin Kerr every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week, along with action from MLS, the Premier League, and the UEFA Champions League. SiriusXM FC, channel 157. That's SiriusXM FC, channel 157 on your SiriusXM radio and the SiriusXM app. And now we have some pushing, some light shoving, and a bit of a confrontation along the touchline. A number of players involved. They're separated. I don't see any cards shown. Stefan Muller has some parting words for the referee. You see Perez turning, getting caught up, and then some extracurriculars. It was Mehdi Asusi who he was tied up with TFC2. And the concerning part for both skippers here tonight is that both of their respective players, Perez for Tormenta, Asusi for Toronto, are on yellows right now. Here's a good run shaping up here for TFC2, but at the last moment, unable to make a play is Petrasso. Dribbled his way into a beneficial area, but couldn't get a shot off and lost possession. It's cleared away by Tormenta. Can TFC2 work off of that? It's played into the defensive half. To allow Tormenta to reorganize the defense. Maples. Nice, accurate cross-field pass, right to left. Petrasso. Can he atone for his mistake earlier? On to Marshall Ruddy. A give and go with Carlini. It's knocked out of play. It's a goal kick. We have not really seen any true attempts at trying to fire a cross into the box. Anything lifted into the area. Nothing. Everything is on the ground. Everything is short range, which is fine as they try to probe. But at some point, you would think TFC2 just tries to deliver something and see if they can't go up and at least make a play on the ball. Now we have a collision in the midfield and a foul against Tormenta. Christo Strickler. There's Carlos Aviles, who says, let me do this. Let me get a touch on the ball. He has had life made easy for him here tonight. His first appearance for Tormenta with Pablo Jara. The talented Chilean getting the night off. And we are getting the indication that Tormenta is about to make some wholesale substitutions here. We're about to see 4 of them, it appears. So Ian Cameron has decided, I've seen enough, and if we want 3 points here on the road, it's time to switch things up a bit. Especially since it doesn't appear as if, at least for now, TFC2 is going to put forth much of an offensive threat. Perez is tackled off the ball, and then Perez commits the foul. All right, so a bunch of substitutions here. As we mentioned, 4 of them. It'll be Abuchi Obinwa who's going to come into the game for Tormenta. He will take Raheem Summersall off the pitch. So Obinwa in for Summersall in the Tormenta midfield. We're also going to see Ricardo Gomez come on as Vincenzo Candela, his night has come to an end. We're also going to see Liati come into the game as well. Liati has entered. Azad Liati. And Christo Strickler, who made his first start for Tormenta, he comes off in the 57th minute. Here's Luke Singh. Pushes it to the left side. Petrasso tried to deliver it into the top of the box. Knocked away, but it's retrieved by Asusi. Asusi maneuvers into the corner. Can he earn his team a corner kick? The answer is no, but it does find Petrasso. Petrasso still making his way inside. There's a cross. Nobody home, though. But that's better from TFC2. It took some really gritty play by Petrasso in the corner. And now will end the TFC2 pressure, but that was better from Toronto FC2. Slight bit of danger. '58th minute, and unlike the opening half where Tormenta was displaying constant pressure, it has been Toronto FC 2. While they haven't been able to fire a shot away, they have spent a lot of time in the attacking half. But a giveaway. Micheletto plays it through. Do we have a chance? We did, but it's knocked away. Vaikla with his second save of the night. Vaikla keeping his team in this match. It's one back, though, by Tormenta. Here's Gomez. Gomez right foot. That shot's blocked away. And Micheletto will watch it trickle across the end line for a corner. Short corner. Quick restart. Meyer Feltian. He delivers across. Back post. Going up and unable to do anything with it was Obinwa. Whiffing on the clearance in the back. This is still active, and TFC2 comes out of there with it. This has opened up all of a sudden. Marshall Ruddy spins away from a man. Now Petrasso, a foot race up the left side. Petrasso moves forward. It's Petrasso. Petrasso on his left foot. Petrasso pushes it to the outside, maintains possession, and now it is repossessed. A lot of work for that, and Tormenta will come back the other way. Liotti watches it trickle past him, and Maples will retrieve. TFC2 continues to push. Can they wear down this stout Tormenta defense? Jaden Nelson. Nelson maneuvers to his left, pushes it up top. Whiffing on a shot was Altobelli, but a foul is called. We're going to have a direct free kick from a dangerous area. Altobelli taken to the turf by Abuchi Abinwa, and we're going to have a dangerous free kick here for TFC2. See Altobelli sideswiped by Obinwa. This may end up being the most opportune chance of the night for Toronto 2. Singh stands over it. And Asusi, the left-footed Asusi does as well. There's the whistle. Singh's going to take it, and he fires and scores! Luke Singh, perfect placement, and the breakthrough. Toronto 2 on top. Toronto 2's first shot of the night ends up being the first goal of the night. Singh able to beat Aviles. Perfection. Toronto FC 2 1, Tormenta 0. Calm and collected, and as accurate as you like it. What a free kick take for Luke Singh. TFC2 has put no pressure on Aviles' goal until now. This is delivered forward. Marshall Ruddy's taken down, and a yellow is shown. This is turning messy for Tormenta. O'Callahan not happy. Rolled the ball away. We'll see the contact here. And they say Curtis Thorne caught Marshall Ruddy, and Thorne is shown yellow. That's the third yellow for Tormenta tonight. And the goal scorer, Luke Singh, will once again stand next to Asusi. This is from a worse angle and from more distance than from where Singh scored just moments ago. but at least it's in the same neighborhood. We'll see if Singh's going to try and test Aviles again. There was a second card shown as well. So we'll sort this out, but first, Luke Singh and Micheletto is being repositioned. Singh gives it another go. This one's just wide. But Luke Singh, how dangerous are those free kicks? The first one found the mark, that one just wide. You see it push just wide of the post. Toronto 1, Tormenta 0. 63rd minute, Toronto 2, trying to end the 4-match winning streak for Tormenta. Here's a shot and a save as Tormenta tries to fight back. Vikla makes his 3rd save of the night. Tormenta looking for quick offense and looking to steal a goal. And Vikla once again equal to the task. Ricardo Gomez was issued the 2nd yellow of that fracas right before Luke Singh's 2nd free kick attempt. So Tormenta is racking up yellow cards now. 2 yellows within moments of one another. Can Tormenta grow back into this game? Obinwa tries to play it forward. This is going to roll back to Vikla. Luke Singh and his free kick magnificence is our difference right now. It was Tormenta that made 4 substitutions. But it's Toronto 2 that strikes first. '65th minute, and Tormenta is going to have to start getting desperate here soon. This is played forward. Maples using his speed to get there. Delivers to Nelson, who deposits it into the back of the net. Toronto 2. 2 quick goals and full control of the match. Maples, a one-touch cross, and Nelson finishes. The 2nd goal of the season for Jaden Nelson. Toronto 2 is exploded in the 2nd half. What a response from TFC2 after a lackluster opening half on the attack. They have hit Tormenta with a free kick goal and then a goal seemingly out of nowhere. That was all hustle, all desire. It took Maples putting on the burners to collect it in the corner, and then the quick cross to an awaiting Jaden Nelson. Josh Phelps was late defensively, and that's all she wrote. 2-0, Toronto 2. Can Tormenta get one back? They're going to need to do so in quick order. Thorne. This is played through. Meyer Feltian to the middle, and it's cleared away by Maples. He's doing it all. A corner coming for Tormenta. Meyer Feltian had a lot of room to operate. Looking for Liotti, and Maples denies it. Here's the corner, headed in. Can Meyer Feltian get there? The answer is no. It's going to go for a throw-in. Tormenta picking up the pace now. Micheletto, you got to play on him. Micheletto, right-footed shot. Did it take a deflection? It should be a corner, and it is. Micheletto would much rather put a charge in that with his left foot, opted to go with his right foot. And now Meyer Feltian's going to retreat to the other flag stick. And push the corner from there. This will be an in-swinger. Not a lot of room to operate there in this converted baseball stadium. Some policing having to be done by referee Alexandra Billeter before this corner can be whipped in. You see a crowd on that near post. Meyer Feltian delivers, punched away, whistle, foul. No matter, Vikla had it handled. Liotti trying to pick up the pace here as Politz was trying to delay play a bit. There's still a lot of time, but Tormenta stunned by 2 quick goals. First, Luke Singh on a free kick, and then Jaden Nelson was TFC2 hit on the counter. This is played into the middle. Micheletto. Micheletto with urgency, turns the corner, plays it forward. This is Rodney Michael. Back to Micheletto. Pops it up into the box, headed away, no problem, but right at the feet of Liotti. Meyer Feltian. Now to Micheletto. To the top of the box, a shot is skied up and over. Ricardo Gomez puts that 12 rows deep. Micheletto placed that excellently. That was off balance and into the seats. Tormenta's threatening. They have been through good portions of the evening. Not able to convert, and it's come back to bite them. Their 4-match winning streak in serious danger. This is played down. And having a retreat is Curtis Thorne. Thorne collects the ball. Looked like he wanted to fire a long ball away. Instead, they'll be played out of the back. Touched forward, good ball there. And Tormenta called for a foul. Ricardo Gomez got physical with Luke Singh. Inadvertent, but our referee over immediately to disperse anything that might take place in extracurricular fashion. A lot of jawing now, a lot of frustration on the Tormenta side. A long ball launched forward, and Aviles had to go up and play it down. That looked like for a moment that was headed towards goal. Luke Singh decided to give that a go from just past midfield. Aviles was caught off the line for a moment. Take a look at this out of nowhere. That was actually a Susi who fired it at Aviles, who realized in enough time what was happening. On the turn, Abinwa. Abinwa pushes it forward. Gets it back now. Abinwa, 1 pass too many. That's taken away. And here's Jaden Nelson. It's a foot race. Nelson fires it past Aviles, and it's off the post, and Aviles has to scoop it up. Jaden Nelson caught Aviles off his line again. Aviles playing with fire, almost got burned for a second time. My goodness. Jaden Nelson looked up. Aviles, I'm not sure what he's doing. He could have made a play on that ball, and it went off the post. It nearly trickled in for a spectacular goal, but Tormenta has scored. They get one back, and it's game on in Kissimmee. A quick goal on the counter for Tormenta, and they cut the lead in half. on the quick throw-in. Liotti with the cross, and it's deposited home by Stefan Muller, his first goal of the year. Business is picked up in half number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tormenta goal scored by number 3, Stefan Muller, goal occurring in the 72nd minute.
Stefan Muller has his team right back in it. And a deserved goal, a goal that Tormenta's been probing for all night long. Tormenta threatening as they look for an equalizer now. There's still a lot of time left. This is punched all the way back to Vikla, and he'll scoop it up. The United Soccer League, all 12 League One clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com. That is United Against Racism. Visit uslsoccer.com. Luke Singh having some issues. Marco Micheletto coming over and telling Luke Singh, I don't think you're having any issues. And here comes the TFC2 training staff. Toronto FC is going to send Niall Higgins into this match. And Luke Singh, our first goal scorer of the night, is going to say farewell. And a well-deserved walk off the pitch he'll have, because he has had a wonderful second half for TFC2. How about Carlos Aviles twice being cut off his line? First, on a free kick behind the midfield stripe that he was nearly beaten on by Mehdi Asusi. Aviles had to backtrack and punch it down. And then Jaden Nelson from 40 yards out nearly beat Aviles, who decided not to make a play on the ball at the edge of the area and watch it hit off of the post before retrieving. And then moments later, Tormenta came down and Stefan Muller was able to score to cut the lead in half. That is one of the wilder sequences you're going to see at any level. Niall Higgins subs on for TFC2. He was the 19th overall pick by Toronto FC in the 2020 MLS Super Draft. Made his debut back on the 22nd of May. Had the captain's armband in that start. Dante Campbell is going to come onto the pitch here for TFC2. Julian Altabelli, his night is over. And Garrett McLaughlin, we said earlier in the first half that he might come on eventually, and here he is. So Dante Campbell is on. There is a look at him. And Garrett McLaughlin takes off Carlini. So both forwards for TFC2 are off. Both starting forwards. Here's Jaden Nelson, full head of speed. Jaden Nelson, oh, a tough foul. Josh Phelps came up and bodied Nelson to the turf. And a free kick from a dangerous area coming for Toronto 2. A hip check delivered by Phelps. And is there going to be a card shown? The referee has not reached for her pocket. And I'm a bit surprised that Phelps is not going to be shown a card. But this is going to be a direct free kick that Luca Petrasso looks as if he's going to handle. 77th minute, 2-1, Toronto 2 on top. Petrasso with the left foot towards goal, and it hits the top of goal. He did not miss by much. Aviles was there, though. He had it covered. But look at the dip. That, again, was not too far off the mark from Luca Petrasso. So both teams well into their substitutions now. Here's Meyer-Feltian. Lobs it into the area, coming up to retrieve Andreas Vaikla. And a long distribution forward. Aviles will play it and scoops it up in the area. And another quick distribution, this time Tormenta will come down as they look to equalize. For TFC2, way too much time for their liking. That's deflected and taken back by Toronto 2 before they send it out of play, and this will be a throw-in. Your goal scorers for TFC2, Luke Singh and Jaden Nelson. And here's a turnover. Aviles gave it away. Jaden Nelson, he scores. It's a brace for Nelson, and it's a 3-1 Toronto 2 advantage. It was played back, and Aviles simply gave it away. And Nelson wasn't missing that. Aviles has had a howler of a second half, and he pays. Toronto 2-3, Tormenta 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, Toronto FC, goal scored by number 11.
Man, Tormenta has absolutely played as sloppy as we've seen all season long at times in this second half. Toronto 2 has exploded for 3 goals, and it could have been more. Probably should have been more. And largely, it all stems from Carlos Aviles being reckless in goal, playing off his line. They're sloppy with the ball. And Jaden Nelson with the easiest goal he'll have in his pro career. And look at Toronto looking for more. Well, Toronto 2 did not have many ideas in the first half on the attack, but boy, have they come alive here in the second half. Tormenta has been unlocked. Tormenta has been exploited. And Tormenta's defense has looked a bit like the defense that saw them lose 6 of the first 7 matches to open the year. Nothing like what we saw in the 4-match winning streak that they enjoyed coming into tonight, which is now in severe jeopardy. Thorn, full head of steam. Tormenta's going to need to score quick. Meyer-Feltian delivers back to Thorn. Thorn pops it up into the area. This is pushed off to Meyer-Feltian. His cross headed right at Vaikla. A glorious chance, and Rodney Michael couldn't find a corner. Great cross, found the mark, but Michael delivered it right to Vaikla. TFC2 still looking for more. A young group playing like they believe right now. They are in the driver's seat. Thorn with urgency. Across the midfield stripe. Thorn to Micheletto. Marco Micheletto, right foot. And there was not much there on that cross on his non-dominant foot, and it showed. Vaikla is not going to be in any hurry here to send this back into play. Well, it was Luke Singh who got our scoring started with a free kick goal, perfectly placed past Carlos Aviles in the 60th minute. Just moments later, Jaden Nelson off of an assist from Luca Petrasso made it 2-0. Tormenta would answer back with Stefan Muller. But then a howler of a giveaway from Aviles in the Tormenta goal. Stolen by Nelson. He poked it home, and that's your score line. Toronto 2-3, Tormenta 1. Short corner. Feltian got into the area and then has it blasted away. Aviles chests it down. Femi Antonoglou is about to come on for TFC2. And here he comes. Femi Antonoglou, the native of Toronto. 84th minute, getting late here on Tormenta. Luca Meyer-Feltian. Low ball, top of the area. Fired away. And it's off to the races for Antonoglou. The substitution. Plays it forward. Can we have a hat trick for Nelson? Can Nelson find three? He'll push it off. A left-footed shot blocked away. For a moment that looked promising. But Nick O'Callaghan was there to deny the shot. And then a foul on Tormenta's Rodney Michael as he grabbed shirt and tried to whip himself around and make a run. Ian Cameron is not happy. Head coach Ian Cameron was just shown yellow. It's all falling apart now for Tormenta. There you see Michael grab the jersey. Foul is called as Franklin was spun around, and Ian Cameron out onto the touchline is shown a card. That is officially yellow number 5 tonight, issued to Tormenta FC. The team that came in with the most yellow cards in all of USL League One continues to pad that total. John Talon Naples gets everything back underway. And this is relentless from TFC2. They are still searching goals. Dante Campbell pushed it into the corner. Tormenta able to retrieve. And a hard foul. That was Kobe Franklin who came in hard on Stefan Muller. And a straight red has been shown. Kobe Franklin has been sent off. So TFC2 is down to 10 men, and he'll be suspended for the next match. Will Kobe Franklin. And that's with Fort Lauderdale on the docket. And yeah, he came in hard, but I didn't see studs up there. He believes it's an unfair red. The first glance of that replay certainly looked like it might have been an unfair red. TFC2 will have to deal with the loss of Kobe Franklin for the next match, but easing the pain is the fact that it's a 3-1 scoreline in favor of Toronto 2. For the W, the USL recently announced the formation of the USLW League, provided increased equity and opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in soccer, both on and off the pitch. Comprised of clubs from across the championship, League One, League Two, and new expansion markets, the W League is set to begin play in 2022 in more than 30 communities across the United States. Head over to USLWleague.com to learn more. Late stages in this match has just gotten straight up weird. Card after card after card a straight red just shown. Goalkeepers just handing goals to the opposition. 4 goals in the second half. That's tackled away. Asusi had a pass picked off. It's a foot race, and we have a foul from behind. Are we going to have a card? Yes, we are. There's a yellow. John Talon Maples is shown yellow. At this point, we just need to assume every time that someone is making a run or trying to progress the ball down the pitch, we're going to see a card shown. And at TFC 2, making another substitution to try and see this one out. Rohan Goulburn will take the brace man, Jaden Nelson, off. Jaden Nelson with his second and third goals of the season for TFC 2. And he'll get the adulation of his teammates as he heads to the bench. There's Rohan Goulburn, the young Canadian. Tormenta with the free kick, lofted into the box, headed up into the air. And a whistle, and a foul is called, and this will be headed back the other way. We'll get you an indication on added time. And we got the heads up that 4 minutes. 4 minutes of added time.
A yellow card was also issued to Toronto. Number 64, Kevin Pollitt, occurring in the 88th minute.
Kevin Pollitt for TFC 2 has been issued a yellow card. As those just keep on coming.
Who's replaced by number 62, Rohan Goulburn.
It has definitely been a busy night for our referee, Alexandra Billiter. He's shown 8 yellows and a red tonight. Meyer Faltian tried to feed it into the area. That's knocked away. And look at the hustle. Look at Petrasso. Petrasso still in possession. Petrasso weaving. Now holds up play.
There will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time in the second half.
The official announcement of 4 minutes of added time just made here in Kissimmee. An exhausted-looking Luca Meyer Faltian has a pass intercepted. One back, though, by Thorne of Tormenta. Now, this has just not been Tormenta's half. Here's a long ball forward. The chase is on. And Aviles pushes it back to midfield. Long ball sent to the far side. Up top, Rodney Michael. And it's won back by TFC 2. Just a few minutes away from picking up victory number 3 on the season with as convincing a half as you're going to find. A brace for Jaden Nelson. Luke Singh, a wonderful free kick goal. And TFC 2 is well on its way to 3 points. Here's a long ball forward. Flag is up, offside. You saw every single defender in a red shirt throw their collective arm up. 93rd minute. And with this victory, Toronto is going to push themselves into 6th in the USL League One table, even with forward Madison. This after forward Madison drew 2-2 with Greenville. Forward Madison jumped onto a 2-0 first half lead. The defending champs showing resolve, coming back to earn a point. They've been struggling, but they get a much needed point. This is going to be the 3rd win all time for TFC2 over Tormenta. Down the left side, here's McLaughlin. Delivers into the box, a shot off the post. And Tonoglu puts it off the woodwork. Everybody getting involved now. And Tonoglu had Aviles beat. Second time that post has been hit tonight. Once by Tormenta, Meyer Feltian, now once by Antonoglu of TFC2. As we get into the waning moments, the closing seconds of this match. You never, if you saw the first half of this, the opening 45, you never would have expected this second half. Scoreless at the break, neither team overly dangerous. TFC2 especially not much in the attack at all. And then this morphed into a goal parade. And just to continue to be fitting to how this second half has been played with a pushing and shoving and physical nature, we're going to wrap up this match with pushing and shoving and jawing and physical play. O'Callaghan pleading his case. A foul was called on him, and he's been shown a red. So now it's shown a yellow, I should say. 9 yellow cards and a red tonight issued in this match. This has devolved into a frustration parade for Tormenta.
Ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card has been issued to Tormenta. Number 2, Nick O'Callaghan. Yellow card occurring in added time.
Check that, 7 yellows and 1 red issued here tonight in total. We're about to hear our final whistle. Micheletto is going to push this forward. Rodney Michael, can he get a shot away? Gets it on his right foot. Shot is blocked. TFC2 still doing the defending in a game that is a mere formality at this point. Will our referee allow the corner to happen? It looks like she will. A short corner. Along the touchline. One back by TFC2 and a dangerous foul. Liati. He is going to get a yellow for good measure. And I almost feel like it's best for everybody if the match just ends at this point, because you're risking injury now. We're well past added time. Liati with a dangerous challenge on Goulburn in an area where that didn't need to happen. It was nothing but frustration. Man, oh man.
Ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card has been issued to
Perez, Candela, Liati, Micheletto, O'Callaghan, Thorne, Cameron, the head coach, all names that have collected yellows tonight for Tormenta, and Goulburn's still down. And at the kick of the ball, you would think you're going to hear the final whistle. Fight Club prepares to put his right foot into it, and TFC2 prepares to celebrate 3 points in the table. And there it is. This match comes to an end. A 3-goal second half for TFC2. 2 of those from Jaden Nelson, the 56th brace in USL League One history. And Toronto 2 beats Tormenta 3-1. Post-game after this from Kissimmee. It's USL League One on ESPN+. Final on this Wednesday night, Toronto FC2 takes down Tormenta 3-1. And in the third meeting of the year between these two squads, Toronto FC2 finally able to beat Tormenta. And here are your full-time highlights, and all the action in this one happened in the second half. 59th minute, TFC2 on the ball. That's Jaden Nelson. A whiff initially, and then you had a foul called, a yellow was shown, and a free kick handled to Luke Singh. Look at the placement. Aviles sprawling, can't come up with a save. It was 1-0 Toronto FC2, but TFC2 was certainly not done. Petrasso, cross, and what a finish from Jaden Nelson. Calm, collected, power, and it was 2-0. Tormenta would fight back, however, off the throw-in. Here's the delivery and the goal for Stefan Muller. And with just over 20 minutes left to go, Tormenta cut the lead in half. But a howler from the keeper, Carlos Aviles, making his first start for Tormenta. Stolen by Nelson, poked home the brace. And it was a 3-1 Toronto FC2 victory over Tormenta. Here are the numbers. Tormenta wins possession. Toronto 2 wins the game. 9 shots, 4 of them on target, 3 of them found the back of the net, and this match was absolutely full of cards, including a straight red shown to Toronto FC2 and Kobe Franklin. But it's TFC2 with the victory, a 3-1 win over Tormenta, and that win puts Toronto FC2 into the 6th spot in the USL League One table. Want to thank Brian Sevilla, everybody part of this production team. Your final tonight, Toronto FC2 3, Tormenta 1. I'm Ken Levicka. Good night. This has been USL League One on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League League One cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League League One.